This segment is sponsored by the Idaho Wheat Commission.
So as you know, Idaho grows a lot of wheat, and growers rely on the waterway of the Snake and Columbia rivers to get most of the product to market. CBS 2's Scott Logan takes a look at the role of the river in transporting Idaho's wheat.
It's an uncertain time in the Idaho wheat business. The tariff situation has everybody on edge, and a huge wheat inventory globally means depressed prices.
The wheat business is doing okay. We got word Idaho just harvested approximately 100 million bushel crop, which is pretty good considering acres were down. So we had good yields and good quality in Idaho. The prices are a little better than a year ago, which is kind of a bright spot. They're nothing like they were 5 years ago.
The wheat industry may have hit a rough patch right now, but one thing that's going really well is the way they're moving the wheat down the Snake River from Lewiston to Portland on its way to Asia. Half of Idaho's wheat is exported to the Pacific Rim. The other half may end up in domestic flour mills.
Of the half that's exported, most of that's going down the Columbia River. There's a small percentage that can be serviced by rail, but for the most part, the rail system has largely been pulled out of North Idaho.
And the amount of wheat being barged downriver by this tug is the same amount of wheat it would take 530 semi-trucks to move. So the Snake and Columbia are a lifeline for the Idaho wheat industry. And the lock system on the rivers allows the barges to pass safely, but it's also a lifeline with controversy. Breaching the dams has long been contentious, and it has regained attention as the number of orcas declines. But the Idaho wheat industry says having to resort to another form of transportation would add more money to growers' costs, turning profit into loss.
There's an economic struggle. When agriculture suffers, all of the economy suffers in a state like Idaho.
For now, the barges continue to move on the Snake and Columbia, carrying Idaho wheat on a journey to faraway markets. Scott Logan, CBS 2 News.
Here's something else from Scott. More than 97% of Idaho's wheat is grown on family farms.